Hi everybody, my name is George Zedan. I'm here with the first part of our Reddit explanation and to take you through some of the basics about Reddit. Here you can see the front page of Reddit, which is a news aggregation source. They claim, and their tagline is, the front page of the internet. And everything is listed, as you can see, in a very basic format. You have a list of the links that are on top. The way Reddit works is users decide on the content. You'll see next to, on the right side of each link, is a number right here with an arrow up and an arrow down on either side of it. This is the point, or karma as it's called on Reddit, and each user can either upvote or downvote whatever the link is. These numbers go in descending order, so the highest point value or karma value link is at the top, or number 1, and it degrades from there. You can see this top one we have here has 4,053 points. If we scroll down to the bottom of this first page, the 25th image or 25th link has 2,271 points. We can keep going through this all the way down into way negative numbers, but we won't, because that would be a waste of our time. If you click on each link, you just see whatever it is. In this case, it's a kitten hugging a puppy. That's pretty standard fare for Reddit. We have other things, like here's a picture of bananas being packaged, and the title is clever, I guess. Clever enough to get 3,916 upvotes on Reddit. Now, the real important part of Reddit is not the front page, because that's just the same for everybody. The important part is the subreddits. You can see under each link right here, there's a subreddit listed. In this case, it's the subreddit Aw. Here it's pics or GIFs or funny. These subreddits are based on interest. Basically, anything that exists has its own subreddit, and everything is about whatever that link is. Some of them are enormous. For example, if we go up to the top and type in /r/funny, which is the largest subreddit on Reddit, we can see all of these things are the funny subreddit, and there are almost 7.2 million people who have subscribed to funny. That is the biggest Reddit. 7.2 million, enormous. We can also do other more limited or more useful subreddits. We'll try Harry Potter. Based around just Harry Potter, you can see that you have a Harry Potter themed toolbar at the top, as well as a Harry Potter themed sidebar on the side. And there are 170,000 people who have subscribed to the Harry Potter subreddit. Each subreddit can design their own pieces. For example, you can see the arrows here are the Deathly Hallows symbol, not just standard arrows. They're referred to as witches and wizards in the Harry Potter subreddit. And if we click on any of these, they're about Harry Potter. For example, here is a picture of someone doing a wood burning of the Hogwarts crest. And they upload it, and it goes near the top. That happens to be number 3 at the moment. We can go through any subreddit we want. We can have place subreddits. For example, there's a Detroit subreddit. Here's our Detroit subreddit with a smaller number. Only 11,500 people have a Detroit subreddit subscription. To log in or to register your account, you just click here on the toolbar at the far right, and it prompts you very simply to create an account. So we'll just use my Wayne State ID as my username, and my Wayne State ID as my password. ZOKJME. No, apparently I am not a human, so I'm going to have to try this again. So now I have my own account. You can see here I'm got my username in the corner where it used to say log in. So this is my account. I've just created it. And if I go up to the top here and click on front, this is my front page. Since I'm brand new, it's basically the same as the unlogged in front page. But I can curate this. For example, I can go to all. Since I'm an adult male, I don't really want to see a million pictures of puppies and kittens, so I'm going to unsubscribe. And now, if we go back to the front page, this should disappear because I don't want that. I can go in and I can go and find my Harry Potter subreddit. We'll go back there. And now I can subscribe and add another person to their subreddit. All of this happens millions of times a day. For example, the first subreddit we went to is Funny. There's 7.2 million people who are subscribed to Funny, and that subreddit alone gets 200 million hits per month, at least. So this is a huge, huge, huge community. The advantages of the use of Reddit is simply the fact that regular humans curate it. And so anything you see on here has not been promoted by an editorial board. It hasn't been promoted by any certain interest group within a company or anything like that. It simply is at the position it is because the people who have seen it like it. If it's terrible, it gets downvoted and you never see it. If it's great, it gets shot right up to the top and millions of people see it every day. This is hugely important because it gives Reddit credibility. No one's trying to trick you. No one's trying to promote their own ideas or anything like that. It's just whatever people like goes up to the top. Additionally, there's a few things that we can talk about with Reddit and with its usefulness as a website for regular people. There are, as I said, an infinite, seemingly, amount of subreddits, and they span all sorts of different things. One thing that needs to be mentioned is they are not all as innocuous as Harry Potter. There are adult content subreddits, so it needs to be said if you're going to use this in any sort of professional capacity to steer away from those things, which is very easy to do. If you go up to the top here where it says preferences, you can see all sorts of different link options. One of them is, see if I can find it here, some display options. You can see here for content options, I'm over 18 years old and willing to view adult content. If you leave that unclicked, it doesn't appear. So we want to make sure that that's unclicked when we're using this for a professional capacity. What you do in your free time is up to you. So that is basically the beginning and the introduction to Reddit. I think it's very useful, and I think it's very enjoyable to goof around on here in your free time. But you can also use it as a community outreach thing that you'll talk about in the later portions of the presentation. So that's it for me. Thank you.